Now let's move on to the reading for today from Something You Forgot Along the Way. And today's story is number 52. And thank you, Yuichi, for sharing it for us on the screen. On asking favors, it's better to ask for something that costs a little to give than something that can be given painlessly. When someone asks if there is anything you want, be sure to show inordinate pleasure. Saying, no thanks, I don't need anything, results in a net loss for all. Okay, very good. So, yeah, this is one of the very thought provoking stories here. That's probably something kind of new to many of us. I myself didn't have this habit of asking for favors, or it was very painful for me to ask before. And yeah, which is fine because, of course, it's very good to be independent in life and not burden others with our tasks or issues. So that's very good. However, there are times when people voluntarily, enthusiastically, they approach us and they say, is there anything I can get for you? Or is there anything you want? And of course, we all need a lot of things at any point in life. But as a habit, we always usually say, oh, no, thanks, I don't need anything. So this is not a good response because it says it results in a net loss for all. The person who's offering to give us something, they are willing to spend some money, time, or energy for us. And we just say, no, thanks, I don't need anything. So this person wants to do a good deed, and in a sense, we are blocking that good deed. As we learn in Buddhism, we only harvest the results of the seeds we have been planting in life. The more we plant seeds of kindness, generosity, and happiness, the more we receive the harvest, the fruits of our labor. That's basically how Buddha teaches us from his enlightenment. That's how everything is operating in this universe, in this world. People only harvest in accordance to the seeds they plant. It's always proportional. So, yeah, so once we ourselves discover the joy of giving, the joy of planting seeds of happiness, and we realize there's no other way to happiness but this. So we want other people to experience the same joy of happiness. Happiness in Buddhism means having peace of mind, having fulfillment in the heart, contentment, instead of always complaining, being dissatisfied, to feel very content, that warm, fuzzy feeling in the heart. Just like after you eat a nice meal and you feel satisfied. But spiritually, we become more and more content the more we practice the teachings. So naturally, we wish the same happiness for people around us, for our loved ones, for anyone who comes in contact with us. So if we have that kind of intention, which is the good karma of the mind, we constantly try to purify the karma we create with our mind, with our mouth, with our body. So in this way, constantly thinking about the happiness of other people too, we can practice the paramitas, six good deeds, especially maybe wisdom. So if I ask them, okay, I want a house, I don't have a house, I live in a small place, so that's too much. But if we ask, like, okay, I need like one jar of peanut butter, so maybe that's a little too little. It says, ask for something that costs a little to give than something that can be given painlessly. Because if it can be given painlessly, that means the person doesn't make enough effort, or a lot of effort. So their harvest will be very small. So just something that it costs a little to give, a little always pushing ourselves outside our comfort zone. I think that's the message here, how not to stay in our comfort zone for ourselves and people around us. We want to help ourselves and others to grow constantly, and then constantly we can access peace of mind that I'm leading a good life, I don't have regrets, and fulfillment of the heart. How glad I am to be alive as a human being, thanks to everyone and everything that's sustaining my life. So, this is how we can change our mindset and view of life. So, good job, everyone, for being here. Today is Wednesday. We're going to have the Karma Lab at 5 p.m. Pacific time today by Yuichi. And have a beautiful Wednesday. Bye bye.
Okay, thank you, Beta.
You're welcome, Gary.